Hello everyone and welcome back. So very good afternoon everybody. So in the previous session we have started with the topic time value of money. So today is the second session of the chapter time value of money. So let's see who all are live with us now. Om Gupta, Komalpreet, Ruhani, Shweta, Kelvin, Mohammed Shoaib, Janvi, Sai, Aisha Meenal, Prakriti, Manish, Jignesh, Pavitra, Venkat Lakshmi, Kushal, great. So welcome everybody and very good afternoon. So let us begin with the topic. So in the last session, we had started simple interest and then we had started with the compound interest. So let us recall the formulas for compound interest so that we can apply again today. So in case of compound interest, the first formula we had done to calculate amount. Now, how to calculate the amount? It is principal multiplied by 1 plus I whole to the power of n. So this is the first formula by which we can calculate amount. The second formula was to calculate compound interest. The compound interest is basically amount minus principal. And if we want, we can substitute the formula for amount here. And now P is common. So what is left? P multiplied by 1 plus I whole to the power of n minus 1. So this is the formula for compound interest. All right. So this we had completed in the previous session. Now we have to continue with some more questions. So let us continue with example number 19. Yes. Example 19. A certain sum is invested at 4% per annum. So 4% per annum is the rate of interest. Compounded semi-annually. Now we have to compound semi-annually. Semi-annually means 2 times in a year. So whenever it is semi-annually, then how to calculate n? N for n we have to multiply by 2, and for rate, that is for I, we have to divide it by 2. So whenever it is semi-annually, multiply by 2, and for rate, divide by 2. Amounts to 78030. So what is this given? This is amount at the end of 1 year. So how to calculate n? 1 into 2 gives 2. What is rate? 4. So 4 divided by 2 will give you 2%. So the first step is to convert rate and time according to half yearly. So we have converted both of them. Now let us apply the formula. So for amount, the formula is principal, then 1 plus I whole to the power of n. Now in place of amount, we can substitute the values. And now principal we have to calculate. So what is square of 1.02? You can try it on calculator. So 78030 divided by this value. What we get? 75,000. So this 75,000 is the principal. Okay. So in this way, we can calculate the principal. So question had asked, find the sum, that is the principal invested. Therefore, the required amount is rupees 75,000. All right, everybody. So Kushal says how to do working in exams and should we carry any sheets? No need to carry any of the sheets. Most of the working you have to do on your calculators. So in your examination, 2 calculators you have to carry. One is this physical calculator and the other one is your mental calculator. So these 2 calculators will help you out in examination. So try to write as less as possible and try to do most of the calculations either orally or on the calculator. Okay. So if you want to do this complete question on calculator, then what you have to do? First, type 1.02 multiply and then press equal to. So as soon as you have done this, what we get, let me do this on your calculator. 1.02 multiply equal to, we are getting 1.0404. So 1.0404. Now, what is the next step? Now, for this value, you have to use M plus. So press the button M plus. Okay. Now, 78030 divided by, now press MRT button and then equal to. Answer will be on your screen. So I have to put M plus first. So I have done M plus. Now the number 1.0404 is in the memory of calculator. Now what's the next step? You have to divide this number with 78,030. So 78030 divided by MRC and then press equal to. Answer will be on your screen. So in this way, you can easily get your result on the calculator. So there is nothing which we have to write. All right. MD Rahman says that we get log table during exam. See, you don't have to use log table in exams. If required, value will be given in the question itself. Diksha says how to calculate cube root. This trick I have already discussed in the earlier chapter also. But in this chapter, wherever required, I will be discussing in that particular question. So at present, you have to focus on that question which we are doing. So don't mix up with any other question. Okay. So always first focus on what is at present running in the class. Okay. Otherwise, in the next chapter, you will ask this topic again. So that is why always focus on what is presently going in the class. Okay. So using this method, you can solve completely on your calculator. Okay, Kriti says once again explain this calculator trick. See, what we have done for this question, type 1.02 on your calculator, press multiply equal to and then M plus. Next, we have to type 78030 divide, then press MRC and last equal to. As soon as you press equal to, answer will be on your screen. That is 75,000. So इतने कम बटन आपको प्रेस करके आंसर स्क्रीन पे मिल जाएगा. So it hardly takes 10 to 15 seconds and answer will be on your screen. Okay. So this was example number 19. Let's do 20 also. Rupees 16,000 invested at 10% per annum. So 16,000 is the principal because we have invested this money at the rate of 10% per annum. So it is the rate of interest. Compounding is done semi-annually and it amounts to 18,522. So this is amount. Principal is given, amount is given. Semi-annual is there. So for I, we have to half the rate. So 10 upon 2, we get 5%. All right. Now apply in the formula. Amount equal to principal 1 plus I whole to the power of n. Now in place of amount, we have to write 18,522 equal to 16,000, 1.05. Now in place of power, we have to put n only. There is no option till now. We have to put n. Now, what is the next step? Divide 18,522 divided by 16,000. How much you get? Now we are getting how much? 1.15. 18522 divided by 16,000. So it is 1.157625 is equal to 1.05 to the power of n. Okay. Now you have to see in place of n. n की place पर आप क्या substitute करेंगे जिससे result आ जाएगा. So what shall we substitute in place of n so that we get 1.15? So let us try this on the calculator. 1.15 multiply and equal to. First time equal to press करेंगे, then we will get square. Second time we get cube. Third time power 4 and so on. So we have to check whether 1.1576 is coming or not. So as soon as you press second equal to, you get 1.15. All right, you can check 1.05 multiply and then equal to. We are getting exactly 1.1576. So as soon as n is equal to 3, we are getting the result. Therefore, n is equal to 3. Now, is this the final answer? No, 3 is not the final answer because 3 is 3 half years. So what is the total time period? For total time period, we have to convert this half year into complete years. So half years means 3 half years means 1.5 complete year. So therefore, time is equal to 3 divided by 2, that is 1.5 years. So this is your final answer. I think Kushal is confused with the chapter. See, we are not doing logarithm chapter now. We are doing time value of money. So you don't have to mix logarithm questions here. Okay. So at present, you have to focus on time value of money. So everyone has given the answer 1.5 years. All right. So in this way, you will get the answer. And always be careful while solving the question on calculator because your calculator is having a memory function. If your screen is already showing memory sign on the calculator, मतलब मेमोरी में पहले से कुछ पड़ा है, तो अगर पहले से कुछ पड़ा है, you have to erase this memory first. पुरानी मेमोरी आप पहले इरेज कर दें, उसके बाद ही नई कैलकुलेशन को स्टार्ट करें. अगर पुरानी चीजें मेमोरी में पड़ी रहेगी तो आपका आंसर मैच नहीं करेगा. सो ऑलवेज रिमूव द ओल्ड मेमोरी. तो कैसे पता चलेगा आपको पहले से मेमोरी में है या नहीं? तो अगर स्क्रीन पे एम सिंबल बना है, दैट मींस समथिंग इज देयर इन द मेमोरी. एंड इफ यू हैव टू रिमूव दिस एम, प्रेस MRT बटन 2 टाइम्स. 2 टाइम्स आप इसको प्रेस कर दें, मेमोरी विल गेट रिमूव. पुरानी मेमोरी जो है वो रिमूव हो जाएगी. All right. So अगर किसी का आंसर रॉन्ग आ रहा है, anybody is getting wrong answer, that means your memory is having some old values. So you have to delete the old value and then apply the trick. Okay. Okay, Mario says, how do we get 1.1576? See, it is very much easy. 1.05 type on the calculator, press multiply and then equal to. First time equal to you are pressing, you are getting 1.10 something. Next equal to you are pressing, you are getting 1.1576. That means this is your answer. Now, when you press equal to 2 times, this is basically cube. So 1.05 cube is equal to 1.1576. Therefore, value of n is equal to 3. Okay. Now let us begin with the next example, that is 21. Now example 21 is bit lengthy because it is a complete case study kind of question. Now this question is here so that we can understand the concept, because this question is having 3 questions in itself. So in exam you don't get this complete set of questions, but this is kept here for our understanding, to have a practical approach of the chapter. Okay, so a person opened an account on April 2011 with a deposit of rupees 800. Okay, so let us note down all the given figures first. So what the situation is saying, a person opened an account. So we have Vani. Yes. So let us assume Vani is here. Now, Vani is going to bank to open the account. So Vani is in the bank to open the account. So कितने रुपए वानी ने डिपॉजिट किए हैं? तो वानी deposited rupees 800. So we can write she has deposited 800 rupees in the bank. The account paid 6% interest compounded quarterly. Now, what is the rule of bank? Bank is paying interest, so the rate is 6%, but compounding is done on quarterly basis. And Vani has deposited on 1st April 11. On 1st October 2011, she closed the account. तो वानी ने अपना अकाउंट क्लोज कर दिया था 1st अक्टूबर को 1/10/2011. So what is the duration of this period? इस पीरियड का ड्यूरेशन कितना था? April to October, 1st October you have to count. So this duration is 6 months. Okay, 6 months means you can also write half year. The duration is half year. Now, on 1st October, she closed the account and added enough money to invest 6-month time deposit for rupees 1,000. Now, when she closed the account, she will get a certain amount. So that will be principal plus interest is equal to amount. So principal was rupees 800. Now, how much interest she will earn for the 6 months? First, we have to calculate that portion. So let us calculate interest. So we can apply the formula. So which formula we shall apply? Amount is equal to principal 1 plus I whole to the power of n. What is the principal? 800. Then 1 plus I. Now, since it is quarterly, so we have to convert the rate into quarterly. So I is equal to 6%, so divided by 4, you will get 1.5% as the quarterly rate. Now, what about the time? For time to be converted into quarterly basis, we have to multiply by 4. So half year multiply by 4, we get 2 quarters. So therefore, n is equal to 2. So we can put 1.5 upon 100 and then whole to the power of 2. Now let us simplify this and how much amount we get. So after simplification, we are getting how much? 1.015 and then power 2 and then multiply by 800. We are getting 824.18. So this is the amount which one is receiving on 1st October. So we can write 24.18 is the interest and 824.18. So this is the amount which one is receiving on 1st of October. Right? Now, what is the next step? The question is saying she has added enough money to invest in 6 months time deposit. Now she has to invest for 6 months again, but she wants to invest rupees 1,000, earning 6% and compounding is done on monthly basis. So now this 824 is available with Vani, but she has to invest 1,000. So how much additional amount is required? So let us calculate the additional amount. 1,000 minus 824.18. So let's calculate how much is required. 175.82. So this much Vani has to invest so that it becomes 6,000. So this is the first part of the question, like how much additional amount did the person need to invest? So Vani needs to invest 175.8 rupees. Now, what is the next question? What was the maturity value of the time deposit on 1st April 2012? Now, since Vani has deposited rupees 1000 on 1st 10/2011 and the date of maturity is 1st of April 2012, that is after 6 months. Compounding is done on monthly basis. The rate is 6%. So first we have to convert rate into monthly basis. So I will be 6 divided by number of months. So 0.5% is the rate. Okay. And what about the time period? N, since it is monthly, so multiply by 12. So half year multiplied by 12, it gives 6. So N is equal to 6. Now again apply the formula. Amount is equal to principal 1000, 1 plus 0.5 upon 100 whole to the power of 6. Whole to the power of 6. Now how much we are getting? Let us calculate this. 0.5 divided by 100 plus 1. Now power 6 to multiply equal to, you have to press 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then multiply by 1000. We are getting 1030.37. This is the amount on 1st April 2012. So this is the amount which one will receive on 1st April 2012. That is 1030.37. So this was the second portion. The third portion says how much is the total interest earned. So in the first part, Vani has earned 24.18 as the interest. This one. And in the second portion, the interest earned was 30.37. 30.37. So we can add both of them and you will get the final answer 54.55. 54.55. So this is the final interest. Okay. So Vishal is asking how we have changed the percentage. That means you have not attended the previous class. All right. So it is better. You have to start with the compound interest first from the previous session, and then you have to continue. Because otherwise you will not able to understand this concept. So these are the three parts. Now, next is the effective rate of interest. So up to example number 21 we have covered. Now the next is effective rate of interest. Now effective rate of interest can be computed in easiest manner and the formula is, so effective rate is equal to 1 plus I whole to the power of n minus 1. This is the formula for effective rate. Now, what is the effective rate? When we are using compounding system, we receive interest on interest. तो कंपाउंड सिस्टम के अंदर क्या होता है, इंटरेस्ट पे भी इंटरेस्ट मिलता है, इसलिए ओवरऑल रिटर्न हमें ज्यादा मिलेगा. Therefore, we calculate effective rate. For example, if we say the rate of interest is 12%, right? And the time period is 2 years. And compounding is done on half yearly basis. So what is the first step? We have to do the conversion, convert the rate. Now we have to convert the rate according to half year. So 12 upon 2, it becomes 6%. And time is 2 years. We have to again convert into half year. So 2 into 2, it will be 4 half years. So I and N we have computed. I is 6%, N is 4. Now apply this in the formula. So 1 plus 0.06 to the power of 4 minus 1. Now see the calculation. 1.06 multiply, press equal to for 3 times. So 1.2624. 1.2624 minus 1. That is 0.2624. This is the overall return for 2 years. This is the overall return for 2 years in terms of percentage. So if you want to convert this, multiply by 100, you get 26.24%. So just because of compounding, you get extra interest. So see, if it was simple interest, अगर ये simple होता, तो 1 year का 12%, तो 2 year का कितना होगा? 12 into 2, it becomes 24%. But because of compounding, we are getting 26.24%. तो compounding में always आपको return ज़्यादा मिलेगा. Compounding में return always आपको ज़्यादा मिलेगा. Okay? Now, let us try example number 22. Rupees 5,000 is invested in a term deposit scheme that fetches interest 6% per annum compounded quarterly. So compounding is done quarterly. Now, what will be the interest after 1 year? And what will be the effective rate of interest? So these are the two questions. First is the interest and second is the effective rate. These two things we have to calculate. So let us calculate the effective rate first. So 1 plus I whole to the power of n minus 1. Now, since it is quarterly, to convert the rate into quarterly, 6 divided by 4, rate becomes 1.5%. Time is 1 year. So how many quarters are there in 1 year? Multiply by 4. So n will be 4. So 1 plus 1.5 upon 100 whole to the power of 4 minus 1. Using this, you will get effective rate. So let's calculate 1.5 divided by 100 plus 1. Now power 4. We are getting 1.0613 minus 1. So the effective rate is 0.0613. If you want to calculate in terms of percentage, you get 6.13%. So this is your final result. Okay. So this is effective rate of interest. Now, if you require the total interest earned, now there is a shortcut. For the calculation of total interest, what you have to do, type 5,000 multiply by 6.13%. Answer will be on your screen. Just try this. 5,000 multiply by 6.13%. You are getting 306.5. This is your total interest. So in this way, you can easily calculate your total interest earned. All right. So this was your example number 20. Now, 22 we have covered. This is the completely calculation of effective rate. Now let us do one more question based on the effective rate. You have to do by yourself effective rate. Rate given in the question is 8%. Time is 1 year and compounded on quarterly basis. Compounding is done on quarterly basis. So now let's see who gave the answer first. Only you have to answer. Rate is given, time is given, and you have to find the effective rate. Compounding is done on quarterly basis. So anyone with the answer? Sakshi is asking why we are using 5,000 as the shortcut. See, 5,000 is the principal which was given in the previous question. So that's why we have multiplied 5,000 with the rate of interest. Okay. So how much is the answer? Yes, Om Gupta has given 8.24%. Maurya has also given. Then Ruhani has also given. Priyanshu is getting wrong answer. Prem is correct. Praveen is correct. Saloni Sharma is correct. Venkat Lakshmi is also correct. Okay. So effective rate is equal to 1 plus I. If you have to convert, then 8 divided by 4 becomes 2%. So 0.02 whole to the power of 4 because there are 4 quarters. So 1.0824 minus 1. So you are getting 0.0824 or 8.24%. This is your effective rate. Yes, so now everybody has given the answer. Those who are getting 8.16 is the wrong answer. 8.16 is not correct. 8.24 is the perfect answer. Okay. Understood, everyone? Let's do one more question. Let's practice one more. This time, the rate is given 24% per annum. Time is 1 year and compounding is done on monthly basis. Now you have to find the effective rate. Okay, so let's calculate. So I have answer available on my calculator, waiting for your reply. See, this is the answer. First, convert rate into monthly and N also into monthly. So 1 year, 12 months are there. So N will be 12. So effective rate is equal to final answer 26.824%. So Niranjana has given Om Gupta is correct, Komalpreet, Prakrit Goel, Ray, Maurya, Riddhi. Riddhi is getting the wrong answer. Anand is correct. Then Praveen, Priyanshu, Yashal, Diksha, then Janvi. Great. Divisha is getting wrong answer. Saloni Sharma is correct. Janvi is correct. Kushal Kakaria is getting wrong answer. Devansh is getting wrong answer. Mohammed Shoaib is correct. Sneha is given. Okay. So now everybody has given the answer. All right. So let us begin with 23. Find the amount of compound interest. So here you have to calculate the compound interest and the effective rate of interest also you have to calculate. If an amount of rupees 20,000 is deposited in a bank, so this is your principal for 1 year. So time is 1 year. The rate is given 8% per annum and compounding is done on semi-annual basis. So let us convert on semi-annual basis. So rate is 8 For conversion divided by 2, it will become 4%. And time. So n will be 2. 1 into 2 gives 2. So what we have to calculate amount of compound interest and effective rate. So simply for effective rate, let's do the calculation first. So 1.04 square minus 1. 1.04 to the power of 2 minus 1. How much? 0.0816, or you can say 8.16%. This is the effective rate. Now, what you require compound interest on rupees 20,000. So compound interest is equal to principal multiplied by effective rate. What is the principal? 20,000 multiplied by 8.16%. You will get the answer. How much? 1632. This becomes your compound interest. So in this way, you can easily calculate your compound interest. So this was basically example number 23, which we have covered. All right. Now let's do the next one. Chandana Gupta is asking 1.04 is coming from where? See, it is 1 plus I. So 1 plus 4% will give you 1.04. All right. Okay. So let's move on example number 24. Which is better investment? 3% per year compounded monthly or 3.2% per year simple interest. Okay. So for the comparison, whenever we have to compare with simple interest, so we cannot compare directly. So rate of compound interest is 3%, rate of simple interest is 3.2%. But these two cannot be compared directly. So for comparing, we have to calculate the effective rate. And effective rate is computed only for compound interest. So let us calculate the effective rate first. So it will be 1. Now, 3% per year, and then compounding is done on monthly basis. So convert time, so n will be 12. Convert rate, 3 divided by 12. It will be 0.25%. 0.25%. So it is 1 plus 0.0025, 4 to the power of 12 minus 1. Now, this value is already given in the question. So let us use that only. 1.0304 minus 1. So you are getting 3.04%. The effective rate for compound interest is 3.04%. Whereas in case of simple interest, we are getting 3.2%. Now see, which is greater? 3.04 or 3.2? Which one is greater? Of course, 3.2 is greater. Therefore, simple interest will be selected. Okay. So always for comparison, find effective rate and then only we have to compute. Janvi says, thank you so much, sir, for making the math so easy for me. That's great. So this is 24. Everyone has given the answer. Now we have to start with exercise number 4B. So first one is very basic question. So now some of the basic questions I'm leaving for you so that you can do some of the homework questions. So question number 1 is your homework. Question number 2 is your homework. All these are the basic questions, right? Third is again the basic question. Now the fourth one. Fourth one is different. Let's understand this. Now, the question number 4 says a machine is depreciated at the rate of 20% on reducing balance method. Now, in this whole chapter, we have done interest. We are receiving the interest and it is accumulating. But for the depreciation, the value of asset reduces. जब हम इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं तो प्रिंसिपल इंक्रीज होता है, उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ती है, लेकिन मशीन पे जब डेप्रिसिएशन लगता है तो मशीन की वैल्यू कम होने लग जाती है, घटने लग जाती है. सो देयरफॉर फॉर्मूले में हमें थोड़ा सा चेंज करना पड़ेगा. सो हाउ टू चेंज द फॉर्मूला, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड फर्स्ट. So in the formula we had done amount is equal to principal 1 plus I whole to the power of n. This was the normal formula for amount. Now in place of amount we have to calculate scrap value, that is the residual value of the asset. So scrap value. Now in place of principal we have to write the cost of the asset. So I'm writing C, then 1. Now interest, here there is no interest but there is depreciation and the value is reducing. So in place of plus use minus sign. So 1 minus I whole to the power of n. So what we have done, in place of plus we have done minus. And the whole format is exactly the same. Now, machine is to be depreciated at the rate of 20%. So 20% is the rate. The original cost of machine is 1 lakh. So this is the cost. And scrap value is also given, that is 30,000. And we have to calculate the effective life. So let us substitute the value. In place of scrap value, we have to put 30,000. Cost is 1 lakh. Then 1 minus I is 0.2 because it is 20%. 20 upon 100 is 0.2. Whole to the power of n. So time we have to calculate. So 30,000 divided by 1 lakh, we are getting 0.3 is equal to 0.8 to the power of n. Okay, so till now it is easy, right? Till now it's easy. Now we have to calculate n. So let us see the options first. We are having option in decimal also, 4.5, 5.4, 5 years, and then none of these. So what shall we put in place of n? n की जगह पर हम क्या रखें जिससे result match हो जाए? So let's do this on calculator now. 0.8 multiply equal to, by multiply equal to, we have to find the power of 0.8. So 0.8 multiply and then equal to, you are getting 0.64. Now where we have to reach, हमें कहां तक पहुंचना है? 0.3 तक पहुंचना है. 0.8 की पावर में क्या रखें जिससे 0.3 आ जाए? अगर 0.3 एग्जैक्ट नहीं आए तो क्या करना है? तो 0.3 से एक जस्ट ग्रेटर वैल्यू एंड दूसरी जस्ट स्मॉलर वैल्यू आपको सेलेक्ट करनी है, राइट? आई रिपीट, 0.8 की पावर में हमें कुछ रखना है और उस पावर में रखने से आपका रिजल्ट क्या आना चाहिए? 0.3 आना चाहिए. बट अगर एग्जैक्टली 0.3 नहीं आता है तो हम क्या करेंगे? एक वैल्यू वो निकालेंगे जो 0.3 से ग्रेटर है और दूसरी जो 0.3 से स्मॉलर है. So 0.8 multiply and then equal to, we are getting 0.64. No, again press equal to for second time. Second time equal to आपने press किया, we are getting 0.51. Again equal to 0.40. Again equal to 0.32. Now we are close. Fourth equal to में क्या वैल्यू आ रही है? 0.32768. This is basically power 5. Then one more, power 6. Power 6 we are getting 0.26214. Now we can see that 0.3 exactly we are not getting. हमें 0.3 exactly नहीं मिल रहा है. 5th power पे 0.32 वैल्यू आ रही है एंड 6th पावर पे 0.26। दैट मीन्स हमारा जो रिजल्ट है वो कहाँ लाई करता है, बिटवीन 5 एंड 6। अवर रिजल्ट लाइज बिटवीन 5 एंड 6 एंड 5 एंड 6 के बीच में वैसे तो ऑप्शन सिर्फ एक है एंड दैट इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी, 5.4 इयर्स। बट फिर भी अगर हमें एग्जैक्टली कैलकुलेट करना है तो फिर हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? सो लेट अस डू दैट फर्स्ट नाउ। यहां तक आई थिंक समझ आ गया है आपको। पावर 5 आपने कैलकुलेट किया, पावर 6 कैलकुलेट किया और 0.3 कहां लाई कर रहा है दोनों के बीच में। So now let us continue with this. 0.3 से एक वैल्यू ग्रेटर आई, so when n is equal to 5 we are getting 0.32768 and when we are getting n is equal to 6 we are getting 0.262144, right? Now answer is lying between 5 and 6, that means 5 years तो पक्का है, 5 years के ऊपर कितने मंथ्स लग रहे हैं वो आपको कैलकुलेट करना है। So 5 plus, now what we have to do, write this 0.32768, यहां से हमें कहां तक पहुंचना है 0.3 तक, तो माइनस 0.3, इन दोनों डिजिट को सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है, डिवाइडेड बाय द टोटल डिफरेंस 0.32768 minus 0.26214. Now solve this, you will get your answer. So on solving, you are getting 5.4 years. 5.4 years. So with this type of calculation, you can easily get your answer. Okay. So this chapter requires a lot of practice. So those students who have done less practice, you can join on the application. I have shared additional questions, additional lectures as well, so that you can go on the slow pace, on the normal pace, and then cover each and every type of questions with multiple practice. ओके तो मैंने बहुत सारे प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस आपको दिए हैं उसके अंदर एंड प्लस एडिशनल लेक्चर्स इज आल्सो देयर, सो यू कैन कवर दैट। So Piyush Gupta says everything is understandable. Thank you for teaching like this. That's great. So 5.4 is the answer for question number 4. Now, some people were asking about paper number 4. See, I don't know about here, but I have shared the lectures on my YouTube channel as well. So if you want to start by yourself, you can go with the channel and you can complete with that. So you can search CA Gaurav Chopra on the YouTube as well, and you will get the channel, and on that channel you will get many additional lectures, especially for economics, math, that. Okay, so you can cover with that also, no problem. So this was question number 4. Now let us try question number 5. Now this question number 5 you have to do by yourself. I am waiting for you guys 1 minute. You have to do now. Amount is given, that is 1000. Time is 2 years. Rate is 6%, and compounding is done on half-yearly basis. Find the principal. So principal you have to calculate. Okay. So try everybody. Principal you have to compute. Apply the same formula which we have done. Om Gupta is given option number B. Niranjana says answer is not in the option. Ruhani is giving option number A. Okay. So let's try everyone, and after that I will be discussing the answer. Come on, it's easy. So what is the first step? First step is to write the amount, rupees 1000. In place of principal, you can write P. Then what is I? I will be, since it is half yearly, so divide the rate by 2. So 1 plus 0.03. Now whole to the power of 4 because there are 4 half years. Now calculate the value 1.03 to the power of 4. Now put this in memory. 1000 divided by the value and you will get the answer. 1000 divided by the value and you are getting the answer as 888.48. 888.48. All right. So which option is correct? So in case of option number A, you have to see the option should be 888.5. In place of this 6, you have to convert this into 8. So 888.5 will become your correct answer. Okay. So this is the exact answer which we are getting. Okay. Now the next one, 6. Question number 6 is the different question. So let us understand what is the requirement of question first. It says the population of a town increases every year by 2%. So this is the rate of increase in population. This rate is 2%. And this is at the beginning of that year. So every year, population is getting increased by 2%. Now, the number of years by which the total increase in population would be 40%. So, population में total increase कितना चाहिए? 40% का increase चाहिए. तो कितना time लगेगा 40% increase होने में? Okay. So let's do this so that you can take the screenshot easily. So let's make some space here. So what is the given values? Rate, that is I, is 2%. And total increase in the population is 40%. So let's say the initial population is P. And what is the final population? Final population is P plus 40% of P. So it becomes 1.4 P. So initially the population was P. जब 40% increase हुआ तो new population कितना बन गया 1.4 P. So in place of amount, you can write 1.4 P. This is the final value. In place of principal, you can write P. This is the initial population. Then 1.02 because rate is 2%. And now time is N because time you have to calculate. Time you have to calculate. Now P is getting cancelled from both the sides. So 1.4 is equal to 1.02 to the power of N. Now how you have to calculate? 1.02 to the power of N you have to calculate. So type 1.02, press multiply and then equal to on the calculator. So this is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. We have to count and see when you are getting 1.4. So after pressing for 17 times, that is when n is equal to 17, you are getting your result. Therefore, number of years will be 17. Okay. So in this way, you can easily get your answer. N is equal to 17. So just you have to do this calculation on your calculator. Understood, everyone? Is it clear now? So Anand has got the answer. Om Gupta has also got the answer. That's great. So this was basically sixth question. Now there is one similar question. Let us do that first. Ruani says it's clear. Anand says clear hai. Riya Kumari, yes, clear. Venkat Lakshmi, clear. Okay. Now, the similar question is which one? It is, I think, question number 13. Yes. So let us do question number 13 first. This is a bit similar. The annual birth rate and death rate per thousand are 39.4 and 19.4 respectively. The number of years in which the population will be doubled, assuming there is no immigration or emigration. Now, what is given here? Birth rate. Birth rate is how much? 39.4 per thousand. It is not percent, it is per thousand. And what about the death rate? It is 19.4 per thousand. तो 39.4% इस दुनिया में आए, उसमें से 19.4 चले गए, तो कितने लोग बच गए? राइट, 39.4 लोग पैदा हुए, इतने लोग इस धरती पे अवतार लिया, 19.4 उसमें से वापस चले गए, तो हाउ मैनी इज लेफ्ट? तो 20 per thousand is left. Okay, now since it is per thousand but the rate is into percent, तो एक जीरो से एक जीरो का आप कैंसिल कर दें. So since it is 20 per thousand, now it becomes 2 upon 100, that is 2%. So this is the rate of growth of population. So rate of growth is 2%. Population 2% की रेट से ग्रो कर रही है. अभी क्वेश्चन में बोला पॉपुलेशन को क्या करना है? डबल. द नंबर ऑफ इयर्स इन विच पॉपुलेशन विल बी डबल्ड. तो कितने साल लगेंगे पॉपुलेशन को डबल होने में? तो अगर इनिशियली पॉपुलेशन पी है, इनिशियल पॉपुलेशन इज पी, तो डबल होगी तो कितना हो जाएगा? इट विल बिकम 2p. सो लेट्स पुट द वैल्यू. अमाउंट विल बी 2p, प्रिंसिपल इज p, rate is 2%, so 1 plus 0.02 whole to the power of n. Now cancel p from both the sides. Now again on the calculator you have to perform 1.02 to the power of n and it is 2. तो n की जगह पर आप क्या रखें जिससे रिजल्ट 2 आ जाए? So type this on the calculator and get the result. So when n is equal to 35, you are getting your answer. All right. Shubham says how 39.4 is coming. This is already given in the question. So your answer is 35 years. So 35 years में population double हो जाएगी if growth rate is 2%. All right. So this was basically 13th question. Now, before doing further question, let's take a break of 5 minutes, and then we will be continuing. Okay. So welcome back, guys. So let's continue with the questions. So let's begin with question number 7. Question number 7. The difference between the compound interest and simple interest on certain sum of money invested for 3 years at 6% per annum is rupees 110.16. Find the principal. Now, you require principal. So how do we calculate this principal? So let us understand. The question says difference of CI and SI. So compound interest minus simple interest is 110.16. This is given. Now, what we have to do next? Compound minus simple gives 110.16. The time period given is 3 years. The rate is 6%. Now, if you apply the complete method, then write the formula for CI, then write the formula for SI. So what is the formula for compound interest? It will be principal, then bracket 1 plus I whole to the power of n minus 1. This is compound interest. And what about simple interest? Principal, rate, and then time. Now apply the formula in this, you will get the answer. So you can take P as common if you require. P is common. Then what is left? 1 plus I. So 1.06 to the power of 3 minus 1. And then you have to subtract IT. I is 6% and time is 3 years. So what is left? Try on calculator. 1.06 power 3 minus 1. You are getting 0.191016 minus 0.18. Okay. So how much you are getting? And this is equal to what? The difference given in the question. What is the difference? 110.16. So let's calculate. So it is 0.011016. Now divide this. On dividing, you will get the answer. How much we are getting? 10,000. This is your principal. So this is your final answer. Now, this type of question is very, very much important because ऐसे question एग्जाम में बहुत ज्यादा रिपीट होते हैं, तो आपको ऐसे क्वेश्चन की थोड़ी सी फास्ट कैलकुलेशन आनी चाहिए. तो इस क्वेश्चन को आप थोड़ा और फास्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं, राइट? तो जब भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है डिफरेंस वाला, then you have to calculate principal is equal to difference upon difference. शॉर्टकट मेथड बता रहा हूं आपको क्या करना है. डिफरेंस अपॉन डिफरेंस. न्यूमरेटर में जो आपको डिफरेंस लिखना है दैट इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ रुपीस, लेकिन डिनोमिनेटर में जो डिफरेंस लिखना है दैट इज डिफरेंस ऑफ रेट. ऊपर तो रुपीस का डिफरेंस है, रुपीस के टर्म्स में कितना डिफरेंस है, एंड डिनोमिनेटर में रेट में कितना डिफरेंस है. नाउ रुपीस डिफरेंस इज ऑलरेडी गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन 110.16. नाउ रेट का डिफरेंस कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है. सिंस द रेट इज 6%, एक साल का रेट कितना है 6%. तो अगर सिंपल इंटरेस्ट होता तो 3 इयर्स में कितना इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा. 1 ईयर में 6% मिलता है, then in 3 years you will receive 18%. So simple interest in 3 years will be 6 into 3, that is 18%. जबकि कंपाउंड में कितना मिलेगा, तो कंपाउंड के लिए आपको क्या निकालना पड़ेगा, इफेक्टिव रेट. तो डायरेक्टली कैलकुलेटर पे फाइंड कर लो इफेक्टिव रेट. अभी आपने पीछे कैलकुलेट किया है तो कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है, 1.06 पावर 3 माइनस 1 और परसेंटेज में निकालना है तो मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100, यू आर गेटिंग 19.1016%। तो ये क्या निकल गया आपका इफेक्टिव रेट। बट हमें डिनोमिनेटर में क्या चाहिए, डिफरेंस ऑफ द रेट्स, इन दोनों का डिफरेंस। so what is the difference between these two, it is 1.1016%, don't forget to use percent because हमने सब कुछ परसेंटेज में निकाला है। नाउ जैसे ही आप दोनों को डिवाइड करेंगे you will get the answer 10,000 on your screen, that's it, okay। मॉर्निंग क्लास के एग्जाम में कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए एक्स्ट्रा शीट मिलती है, कैसे यू विल बी हैविंग अराउंड 2 पेपर्स इन द एग्जामिनेशन। तो वहां पे आपको 2 रफ पेपर्स मिल जाते हैं जो कि क्वेश्चन पेपर के बैक साइड में होते हैं। ज्यादा आपको स्कोप नहीं मिलेगा, जस्ट 2 पेजेस, एंड उस 2 पेजेस में आपको जितना जैसे यूज करना है यू कैन यूज दैट, बट ज्यादा स्पेस नहीं होगा। तो मोस्ट ऑफ द कैलकुलेशन आपको अपने कैलकुलेटर पे या अपने माइंड से ओरली करने का कोशिश करना है, राइट। So this we have done question number 7. Now the 8th one. 8th one you have to try. Formula मैंने आपको बता रखा है अभी। The useful life of machine is estimated to be 10 years. It is the life. Cost is 10,000. Rate of depreciation is 10%. Find the scrap value. तो scrap value आपको calculate करना है। Come on everyone, we can start with this. So scrap value का फॉर्मूला अभी हमने लिखा था, कॉस्ट 1 प्लस आई होल टू द पावर ऑफ n। कॉस्ट इज 10,000, rate of depreciation is 10%, so 1.1 and then to the power of 10। Kushal Kakaria has given option A, Ruhani A, Gupta A, Prem has also given the answer. So everyone is saying option number A. Let's simplify and get the answer. So it is 3486.78. This is your final scrap value. A is the correct answer. All right. Likhit is asking, will you cover full portion or just 80%? See, we will be covering complete course. तो इस लाइव क्लासेस में आपका पूरा कोर्स होगा। कुछ चैप्टर्स I will be taking, some chapters other teachers will be taking, okay? But course आपका पूरा complete होगा। Do not worry with that. So I am taking time value of money. Next chapter, some other teacher will be taking. So everyone has given the answer A. All right. Now, 9th one, find the effective rate of interest. If the nominal rate of interest is 7%, convert it into quarterly. Yes. Now this we have to calculate. Try everybody. And yes, in the previous question, मैंने यहाँ plus लिख दिया, it will be minus, all right? 1 minus I. So it will be 0.9, not 1.1. So try question number 9. It is very easy. Quarterly है तो convert the rate into quarterly first and then try to find out the answer. Yes, everybody. 7% rate so given it. This is yearly, so convert it into half yearly rate. सॉरी हाफ ईयरली नहीं, क्वार्टरली रेट। तो क्वार्टरली रेट कितना आएगा 1.75%। नाउ कैलकुलेट द पावर 4 and then -1, you will get your answer. So Prakriti Goel has given answer 7.18%, option number D. Yes, D is correct. Ruhani has given D. Om, Yamini, Kushal, Komalpreet, Priyanshu, everyone has given option number D. Correct. So this was 9th question. Now the next one is easy. 10th is your homework. 11th is your homework. These two are homework. Now 12th one. 12th आपको अभी करना है. The difference between compound and simple interest and compound interest on 2400 for 2 years at 5% per annum is. So simply you have to calculate the difference between compound interest and simple interest. कितने रुपीस का डिफरेंस आएगा, this you have to calculate. So पहले आपको क्या करना चाहिए, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट आपने फाइंड किया, फिर सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फाइंड किया, एंड देन दोनों का डिफरेंस. Harshita says my answer are visible to you. Yes, Harshita is giving so many D, 10 D at a time. So question number 12, difference of simple and compound interest is how much? 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 16 rupees, or 6 rupees. Come on, everyone. Sahana says 6 rupees. Divan 6. So both of you have given answer rupees 6. Yes. So you can try this on completely your calculator. What you have to do, find out effective rate first on your calculator. So 1.05 multiply equal to and then -1. This is the effective rate. Now, this is the effective rate for 2 years. Now, what is the simple interest for 2 years? 1 year it is 5%, for 2 years it will be 10%. So, minus 10%, that is 0.10. Now, you are getting 0.0025, put this into memory. Okay, or you can do this directly, 0.0025, then multiply with the principal, that is 2400. Answer will be on your screen. So you can do this directly on your calculator. तो पहले आपने क्या किया, इफेक्टिव रेट निकाला. इफेक्टिव रेट कैसे निकाला, 1.05 का स्क्वायर -1 एंड देन व्हाट यू हैव डन, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट अगर 1 ईयर का 5% है तो 2 ईयर का 10%, तो उसमें से आपने 10% को रिड्यूस कर दिया. 10% रिड्यूस करने के बाद जो निकला है, दिस इज बेसिकली द डिफरेंस ऑफ रेट. ये आपका डिफरेंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेट. इसको रुपीस में कन्वर्ट करना है, तो मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2400. तो जैसे हमने 2400 से मल्टीप्लाई किया, वी गेट ₹6. ओके, so in this way you can easily calculate on your calculator. So we have completed with this compound interest. 14 is your homework. It is a basic question. Now, let us begin with the new point, new topic, which is annuity. So what is the meaning of the term annuity and how we will be solving question based on this? So let us understand the meaning of annuity first. So let's say, who is here now? Mansi. So let's say Mansi is receiving pocket money. Mansi is receiving pocket money every month. and amount is fixed, let's say 5,000 rupees. So Mansi is receiving 5,000 rupees every month, per month. Now जैसे ही 1 जनवरी आता है, मानसी को 5,000 मिल गया। देन 1 फरवरी आया, मानसी को फिर से 5,000 मिल गया। 1 मार्च आया, फिर से 5,000 मिल गया। तो जब भी एक पर्टिकुलर फिक्स टाइम इंटरवल के बाद, एक फिक्स टाइम गैप के बाद जब सेम अमाउंट बार बार रिसीव होता है, दैट इज रिगार्डेड एज एन्युटी। उसी चीज को हम एन्युटी बोलते हैं। So there is one more example which can be taken. Home loan. जब भी हम होम लोन लेते हैं तो एवरी मंथ वी हैव टू पे इंस्टॉलमेंट, उसको बोलते हैं ईएमआई, एवरी मंथ इंस्टॉलमेंट। तो हर महीने की एक फिक्स डेट को हमें फिक्स अमाउंट का पेमेंट करना होता है। लेट्स से इट इज 5, सो 5 अप्रैल को आपको 10,000 पे करना है, 5 मई को भी पे करना है, देन 5 जून, 5 जुलाई, एवरी मंथ यू हैव टू पे। तो जब हर महीने पे करना है तो टाइम गैप इज सेम, amount is also same, then it is regarded as annuity. So these two are the basic points of annuity. ये दोनों कंडीशन होना जरूरी है। अगर एक भी कंडीशन मिसिंग है, then it will not be regarded as annuity. So annuity is for payments as well as receipt. दोनों के लिए हो सकता है। पॉकेट मनी मानसी को मिल रही है, दिस इज रिसिप्ट। ईएमआई इंस्टॉलमेंट हम पे कर रहे हैं, दिस इज पेमेंट। तो एन्युटी कैन बी फॉर रिसिप्ट, इट कैन बी फॉर पेमेंट, इट मेक नो डिफरेंस, कैलकुलेशन वैसे ही रहेगा। ओके, सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस विद वन मोर एग्जांपल। दिस टेबल नंबर 4.1 is given. In first year end, what is the payment? 5,000. In second year 6,000, third year 4,000, then 5,000 and then 7,000. Is this annuity or not? क्या हम इस टेबल को एन्युटी बोल सकते हैं या नहीं बोल सकते? टाइम गैप इज सेम, 1 year gap is same, but the point is amount is not same, amount is different, therefore this is not an annuity. इसको हम एन्युटी नहीं कह सकते। Let's take table number 4.2. First year 5,000, second year 5,000, third year is nothing, then 5 and then 5. तो पहले आपने 2 साल पे किया, थर्ड में कुछ भी पे नहीं किया, तो दिस इज अ गैप, यहाँ गैप आ गया। सो टाइम गैप इज नॉट सेम, देयरफॉर दिस इज नॉट रिगार्डेड एज एन्युटी। तो इसको भी हम एन्युटी नहीं बोल सकते। Third case, time gap is same, amount is continuous, that is 5,000, amount is also same. So time gap भी same है, amount भी same है, so this is basically annuity. So table number 4.3 is annuity. Okay. So this is the basic meaning of annuity. Now annuity is divided into 2 parts. Annuity को हम 2 parts में divide करते हैं। First one is known as annuity regular, and second one is known as annuity due or annuity immediate. Immediate मतलब अभी, हाथों हाथ, now. So in case of annuity regular, the payment or receipt is at the end of the period. जब भी हम रेगुलर की बात कर रहे हैं तो हमें पैसा कब देना है? मंथ के एंड में। अगर क्वार्टरली है तो क्वार्टर के एंड में, ईयरली है तो ईयर के एंड में हमें पेमेंट करना है, शुरुआत में नहीं करना है। Whereas in case of annuity due में क्या करना है? The payment is in the first period, starting में, beginning में पेमेंट करना है। So payment is in the beginning. तो जब भी बिगिनिंग में पेमेंट होता है उसको बोलेंगे एन्युटी ड्यू और इट इज इमीडिएट, लेकिन जब एंड में होगा तो उसे कहा जाएगा रेगुलर। तो दिस यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वेरी केयरफुली। ओके, सो लेट अस रीड दिस। एन्युटी रेगुलर, द फर्स्ट पेमेंट और रिसीप्ट टेक प्लेस एट द एंड ऑफ द फर्स्ट पीरियड, एंड में होगा। सो इट इज ईयर एंड, amount is same, time gap is also same. So this is annuity regular. So this is the example of annuity regular, because payment or receipt is at the end of the period. Now, the second one, annuity due or immediate. The first receipt or payment is made today. शुरुआत आज से ही करनी है, आज से. That means at the beginning of the annuity. Beginning से ही अगर payment करना है, then it is annuity due. So here it is written in the beginning of first year, second year, third year. So time gap is same, amount is also same. So it is regarded as annuity due. This is the annuity due. Okay. So this was the basic meaning of the term annuity. अभी हमें समझना है नेक्स्ट टर्म, जिसको हम कहते हैं फ्यूचर वैल्यू. फ्यूचर वैल्यू जैसा नेम से पता लग रहा है, वैसे आपको समझना है फ्यूचर वैल्यू, यानी कि फ्यूचर में जो पैसा मिलेगा उसकी वैल्यू, या तो फ्यूचर में हमें कुछ देना पड़ेगा तो उसकी वैल्यू. तो आज अगर हम कुछ पैसा इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो फ्यूचर में उसकी कितनी वैल्यू होगी. ऑलराइट. So this future value is nothing but it is simply the amount. ये हम basically amount को ही तो कह रहे हैं. See, formula for amount we have written. Amount is equal to principal, then 1 plus I to the power of n. Now, अगर हमने कहा कि we have invested rupees 10,000, rate is 10%, तो 1 plus 0.10 for 2 years, 2 साल के लिए हमने इन्वेस्ट कर दिया. तो 2 साल के बाद जो आपको पैसा मिलेगा, the amount which you will receive after 2 years, that is basically known as the future value. तो उसी को तो हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, फ्यूचर वैल्यू. तो अमाउंट कहें या फ्यूचर वैल्यू, मीनिंग इज सेम. अमाउंट कहें या फ्यूचर वैल्यू कहें, मीनिंग इज सेम. ऑलराइट. So future value is the cash value of investment at some time in the future. जो आज इन्वेस्ट हुआ है उसकी फ्यूचर में क्या वर्थ है, क्या वैल्यू है, उसी को हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, फ्यूचर वैल्यू. सो इट इज द टुमारोज वैल्यू ऑफ टुडेज मनी. जो आज का पैसा हमने डिपॉजिट किया है उसकी वैल्यू कल की डेट में. अब वो कल 1 साल हो सकता है, 2 साल या 5 साल, कुछ भी हो सकता है. So that is regarded as the future value. So I think you have understood this point, future value. Any doubt on this term? Let me know. Future value. The meaning is very, very easy, very, very simple. So based on this, there is one formula. The formula is same as compound interest. So example number 25, you invest rupees 3,000 in 2-year investment that pays 12% per annum and calculate the future value. So what you have to do? Calculate the future value. So let us repeat this concept with this example. तो जिसको रिपीटेशन चाहिए, आई एम रिपीटिंग विद दिस एग्जांपल. तो क्या करना है, इन्वेस्टमेंट गिवन है, दिस इज करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट, दैट इज द प्रिंसिपल. कितने टाइम के लिए इन्वेस्ट किया, 2 इयर्स, इट इज n, रेट इज 12%. नाउ कैलकुलेट द फ्यूचर वैल्यू. तो फ्यूचर वैल्यू निकालना है, दैट मींस वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द अमाउंट. तो फ्यूचर वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू प्रिंसिपल 1 plus I to the power of n. So what is the principal? 3,000, then 1.12 whole to the power of 2. So let's calculate. Then multiply by 3,000. 3763.2. This is the future value. 3763.2. This is the future value. So in short, it is future value is nothing but the amount. तो जो अमाउंट हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं इन कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट, दैट इज ओनली द फ्यूचर वैल्यू. उसी को हमने फ्यूचर वैल्यू कहा। ओके, नाउ अब अगर हम फ्यूचर वैल्यू और एन्युटी दोनों को मिक्स कर दें तो क्या होगा? तो इधर फ्यूचर वैल्यू और इधर से एन्युटी दोनों को मिक्स करके एक नया फॉर्मूला बनेगा और एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट बनेगा। सो दैट इज नोन एज फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ एन्युटी रेगुलर। तो फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ एन्युटी रेगुलर, अगर सिर्फ फ्यूचर वैल्यू लिखा है दैट मींस इट इज द नॉर्मल अमाउंट, नॉर्मल कंपाउंडिंग सिस्टम। बट अगर उसके आगे एन्युटी लिखा है दैट मींस इट इज नाउ डिफरेंट। तो वो डिफरेंट है तो उसको हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड नाउ। So we are talking about annuity regular. Annuity regular. Now for annuity regular, it means हमें बार बार डिपॉजिट करना पड़ेगा, कंटिन्यूस डिपॉजिट करना पड़ेगा। सो लेट अस मेक डिपॉजिट फॉर 5 years. Year number 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. नाउ ईयर में कब पेमेंट करना है, बिगिनिंग में या एंडिंग में? सिंस इट इज रेगुलर सो पेमेंट विल बी एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर। इन्वेस्टमेंट कब होगा? एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर। एंड टोटल टाइम पीरियड वी हैव टेकन 5 years। टोटल टाइम पीरियड इज फॉर 5 years। अब आपको ये बताना है एंड लेट्स से अमाउंट इज इक्वल टू 10,000। तो दिस इज द अमाउंट ऑफ एन्युटी। हर साल हम 10,000 रुपीज इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, फर्स्ट ईयर के एंड में, सेकेंड ईयर, देन थर्ड, फोर्थ एंड देन एट द एंड ऑफ फिफ्थ ईयर। 5 बार हमने इन्वेस्ट किया। नाउ फिफ्थ ईयर के एंड में हमें कितना पैसा मिलेगा ये आपको बताना है। दैट मींस दिस इज द फ्यूचर वैल्यू को आपको कैलकुलेट करना है। सो माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू, जो हमने फर्स्ट ईयर के एंड में 10,000 डिपॉजिट किया है, इस पे कितने साल का इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा? इस पे कितने टाइम पीरियड का इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा? तो सिंस फर्स्ट ईयर तो पूरा एंड हो चुका है तो फर्स्ट ईयर का तो इंटरेस्ट हमें नहीं मिलेगा। टोटल टाइम 5 years है, तो 5 minus 1 बिकम 4। तो फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट पे 4 years का इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा। नेक्स्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट कब हुआ है? एट द एंड ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर। तो 2 साल चले गए, पीछे कितना टाइम बचा है? 3 years। तो 3 year का इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा। नेक्स्ट पे 2 years का, देन फोर्थ पे 1 year का इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा। एंड जो हमने फिफ्थ ईयर के एंड में डिपॉजिट किया है उस पे बिल्कुल भी इंटरेस्ट नहीं मिलेगा, बिकॉज 5 years पे हमारा टोटल टेन्योर फिनिश हो गया। ओके, 5 year पे हमारा टोटल टेन्योर फिनिश हो गया। नाउ वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द इंटरेस्ट। तो फर्स्ट ईयर में जो आपने डिपॉजिट किया है उस पे इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करते हैं। सो कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? 10,000 देन 1 पॉइंट रेट इज लेट्स से 10%, तो 1.1 टू द पावर ऑफ 4 एंड देन माइनस वापस क्या कर देंगे? प्रिंसिपल। ये आपका बेसिक फॉर्मूला फॉर कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट। हमने कोई नया फॉर्मूला अभी तक यूज नहीं किया, हम इसके लिए एक दूसरा फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे। बट नाउ आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू द कॉन्सेप्ट, जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू द बेसिक्स। अभी हमने नया फॉर्मूला इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं किया है। ऑलराइट, तो जो फर्स्ट ईयर के एंड में डिपॉजिट हुआ है उस पे कितना इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा? तो कैलकुलेट एंड लेट मी नो। 1.1 की पावर 4 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10,000 and then minus 10,000, how much? कितना इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है? 4641, 4641। फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन, नेक्स्ट वन पे क्या करेंगे? कितने साल का इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा इस 10,000 पे? 3 इयर्स का इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा। तो डू द कैलकुलेशन फॉर 3 इयर्स। नेक्स्ट पे आपको 2 इयर्स के लिए कैलकुलेट करना है। सो व्हाट विल बी फॉर 3 इयर्स? 3 इयर्स का इंटरेस्ट कितना होगा? लेट मी नो। इंटरेस्ट फॉर 3 इयर्स, amount Mansi has given 3310, correct? 3310. Then for the next one, power 2 is there. Power 2 में कितना मिलेगा? Power 2, and then for the power 1, power 2 के लिए anyone? Yes, 2100 Mansi has given. Then Sundaran has also given, Yamini has given, Rishikesh, Kushal, 2100. Then for the 1 year, it is 1000. And for the last one, it is 0. So what is the total interest earned? कितना total interest मिल रहा है? Calculate the total interest. Calculate the total interest. It is how much? 11,051. 11,051 is the total interest for 5 years. आपने कितना पैसा डिपॉजिट किया है? 50,000. So how much is the total value? 50,000 आपका डिपॉजिट, 11,051 आपका इंटरेस्ट. So what is the total figure? 61,051. This is your future value. ये हमारा future value है. Okay? This is your future value. Now, is there any shortcut for this? Yes. इसके लिए अब एक शॉर्टकट तरीका. Now, I have told you this is a concept, but ये आपको फॉर्मूला एग्जाम में यूज नहीं करना है, क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए यूज नहीं करना है. ये मैंने आपको सिर्फ क्यों बताया है? ताकि फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ एन्युटी कैसे निकलता है, उसके पीछे का बेस क्या है, बैकग्राउंड क्या है. अब इसी क्वेश्चन को शॉर्ट में कैसे करना है, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस फर्स्ट. इसको आपको समझना है, अंडरस्टैंड करें थे. सो रेट इज 10%, टाइम इज 5 years, okay, and amount of annuity is 10,000. Now what is the first step? First step is calculate the overall interest for 5 years. Like 1 plus 10% becomes 1.1, multiply and press equal to 1.1 multiply and then equal to for how many times? 4 times. इससे क्या निकलेगा? पावर 5. तो 1 plus I to the power of 5 we are calculating. So 1.1 multiply press equal to for 4 times. Do this first. So equal to for 1 time, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this we have done. Then next what you have to do? अगला स्टेप क्या करना है? इसमें से -1 कर दें and then Sundaram is saying, is this the concept of recurring deposit in bank? Yes, this is the same concept of recurring deposit only. Okay, so 1.1 multiply and then press equal to. Okay, equal to आपने press किया 4 times. Now after pressing equal to, what you are getting? आपको क्या मिल रहा है? सीधा आंसर. 61051. 61051 you are getting. And you can see the answer 61051. So you can get this answer in the shortest manner. तो बहुत शॉर्ट वे में, बहुत शॉर्ट तरीके में आपको यहाँ पे आंसर मिल गया है, आंसर कैलकुलेट हो गया है, राइट? तो दिस इज अ शॉर्ट ट्रिक जो अभी हमने अप्लाई किया है कहाँ पे, फ्यूचर वैल्यू पे ना। अब इसका जो ओवरऑल फॉर्मूला है, जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, वो आपको कैसे अप्लाई करना है, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड। सो एवरीवन हैज गॉट दिस, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन वंस अगेन। पहले आपने क्या किया, कैलकुलेटर पे 1.1 मल्टीप्लाई प्रेस इक्वल टू फॉर 4 टाइम्स, 4 टाइम्स आपने प्रेस किया, you are getting 1.61051. Then subtract 1, so it is 0.61051. Now multiply with 10,000, and then also with the rate that is 10%, what you are getting, 61051. That is 61,051. So easily you get the answer. Now ये जो शॉर्टकट है, ये शॉर्टकट किससे बना है? दिस इज फॉर्म्ड विद द हेल्प ऑफ वन फॉर्मूला. नाउ व्हाट इज दैट फॉर्मूला? सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड एंड लेट अस राइट द फॉर्मूला नाउ. द फॉर्मूला सेज फ्यूचर वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू एन्युटी, देन 1 प्लस आई होल टू द पावर ऑफ n minus 1 divided by I. Okay, this is the formula. Future value is equal to amount, then 1 plus I whole to the power of n minus 1 divided by I. So in place of amount, what we have done, 10,000, then 1.1 to the power of 5 minus 1, and then divided by 0.1. So you can simplify this, 10,000, then 1.61051 minus 1, and then divide by 0.1. Now simplify this, you are getting the answer 61,051. So this is the future value. So in this way, we have calculated the future value. Now, if you see this formula carefully, see, if you write this formula here, future value is equal to A, then 1 plus I whole to the power of n minus 1, and then upon I. So this portion is basically the formula of effective rate. This is the formula for effective rate. So A upon I multiply by the effective rate, and you will get the future value. So since it is the formula for effective rate, so it is 1 plus I whole to the power of n minus 1. So this is the process in which we can calculate future value. तो ये एक शॉर्टकट तरीका है, शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूला है जिसमें हम फ्यूचर वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. Now let us practice 2-3 question based on this. आज हम ज्यादा नया कॉन्सेप्ट इससे आगे नहीं पढ़ेंगे, बट सिर्फ यहाँ तक एक बार प्रैक्टिस कर लेंगे so that फ्यूचर वैल्यू हमारा परफेक्ट हो जाए. Present value we will be covering in our next session. Okay. So let us take one example of RD. बैंक में इन्वेस्टमेंट स्कीम चलती है जिसका नाम है RD, रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट स्कीम. ओके, रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट. तो रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट में क्या होता है, हमको हर महीने के एंड में या हर महीने के स्टार्टिंग में जैसा हमने प्लान लिया है तो एक सर्टेन अमाउंट डिपॉजिट करना है. तो ये इन्वेस्टमेंट मंथली बेसिस भी हो सकता है, क्वार्टरली, हाफ ईयरली और इवन ईयरली बेसिस भी हो सकता है. तो हमें बार बार डिपॉजिट करना है, इट इज रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट, और हम उसको मैथमेटिकल टर्म्स में क्या बोलते हैं, एन्यूटी। तो आरडी बोले या एन्यूटी कहें, इट इज द सेम थिंग। सो लेट्स टेक द एग्जांपल। सो ध्रुव इज विद अस, ध्रुव हैज डन द इन्वेस्टमेंट इन आरडी। तो ध्रुव ने कितने का आरडी लिया है, लेट्स टेक 5000। 5000 का उसका एन्यूटी है, टाइम पीरियड इज 6 years एंड रेट इज 8% पर एनम। आपको फाइंड क्या करना है, आफ्टर 6 years ध्रुव को कितना पैसा मिलेगा। तो ध्रुव को एवरी ईयर 5000 रुपीज डिपॉजिट करना है, एंड आफ्टर 6 years कितना पैसा उसको मिलेगा, दिस वी हैव टू आंसर। So let's apply the formula. Future value equal to annuity is 5000, then 1 plus I, so 1.08 whole to the power of 6 minus 1, and then divided by I. What is the rate? 8%, so 0.08. Now let us calculate and get the result. 1.08 to the power of 6, so power 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 1, then divided by 0.08, and then multiply by 5000. So how much is the answer? How much is the answer? Anyone has got the answer? Just calculate on your calculator, you will get the result. So Kushal has given the answer 3,66,000. No, it is too much. So you have one calculation error. Yes, Prakriti Goel has given the correct answer, 36,679.64. This is the correct answer. This is the perfect future value. So in this way, you can calculate. Gautam Verma has given the answer. Venkat Lakshmi, Janvi, Kumari Priya, Saloni Sharma is getting the wrong answer. Priyanshu is correct. Sundaran is correct. Janvi, Anand, Rinalika. Okay, great. So now everyone has given the correct answer. That's great. Good going. Let's do one more question. So this time, Janvi. Janvi is investing this time. So Janvi is investing how much? Janvi is investing rupees 20,000 every year. Time is for 10 years. Rate of interest is, let's say, 11% per annum. Now you have to calculate the future value. So how much Janvi will receive at the end of 10 years? 10 साल के बाद जानवी को कितना पैसा मिलेगा? This you have to answer. So let's calculate this on the calculator. So make a habit to use fast calculation trick on the calculator. So 1.11 multiply, press equal to for 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 1 divided by 0.11 and then multiply by 20,000. So I have got the answer. Yash has given 5,16,000, but it is incorrect. 516 is the wrong answer. Anyone else? Sundar is asking the formula for annuity due, but now we will be doing only regular. I don't want anybody to get confused right now. इसलिए अभी मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपको एन्यूटी ड्यू का ही फॉर्मूला, एन्यूटी रेगुलर का ही फॉर्मूला करवा रहा हूँ. ड्यू अभी मैंने स्टार्ट नहीं किया है, तो प्लीज डू नॉट मिक्स अप विद दैट. यस, Everyone has given the answer. That's great. Kushal Kakaria, Sundran, then Janvi has given the wrong answer. Janvi, आपका investment है, आपने आंसर गलत दिया है. Let's correct this. Prakriti is correct. Saurav, Soidullah is correct. Om Gupta has given correct. Then Ruhani Janvi has given now correct. Pratima, Venkat Lakshmi, great. So the correct answer is 3,34,440.17. This is the final future value. So in this way, you can calculate. Now, let's have some twist in the question now. So let's say Bidisha is investing now. Bidisha is investing on monthly basis. So Bidisha is, let's say, investing rupees 10,000 every month. Every month. Time is 3 years. Rate is 12% per annum. Now, since investment is on monthly basis, तो टाइम भी आपको मंथ में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो n will be 3 into 12, that is 36 month. तो क्योंकि आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट मंथली है, तो टेन्योर भी आपका मंथली होना चाहिए एंड रेट ऑल्सो शुड बी मंथली. सो आई शुड बी 12/12, दैट इज 1%. आई आपका 1% होना चाहिए. So now you have to use n as 36, I as 1%, and annuity as 10,000. Now calculate the amount. So future value is equal to 10,000, then 1.01 to the power of 36 minus 1, and then divided by 0.1. So now you have to calculate this. So try to calculate power 36. So press equal to 35 times. Okay, after that you have to subtract 1. So minus 1, then divided it by 0.1 and then multiply by 10,000. So how much is the answer? Kushal has given 4,30,768. Okay. Then everyone is getting different answer now. Sundaran is giving 4,30,768. Janvi says 4,04,928. Venkat Lakshmi 4,30,768. Yes, so the correct answer is 4,30,768.78. This is correct. So you have to be patient while calculating power 36, because एक भी equal to कम या ज्यादा हो गया तो आपका आंसर wrong आएगा. So you have to be very careful. And last में don't forget to divide by rate. And yes, the rate is, denominator is basically 0.01 because it is 1%. So divide by 0.01. Okay. Divide by 0.01 because the rate is 1%. So the final answer 4,30,768. This is the future value. So let's take one more question, last one for today, and then we will be continuing in the next class. So Now, Om is investing. Let's say Mr. Om is investing rupees 25,000 per month. 25,000 per month. Time period is 2 years and rate is 12% per annum. Now you have to calculate the future value. 25,000 is the amount of annuity. 2 years is the time period and rate is 12%. So Kushal says concept is easy, sir. Yes, that's great. So actually the formula is very easy. You can do this simply on your calculator. No need to write anything in the exams. But now you have to note everything. Otherwise we'll forget after 2 days. So calculate this and let me know the answer. So time you have to convert into months. So it will be 24 months. Rate is 1% per month. This time you have to calculate power 24. Power 24. And then minus 1 multiply by 25,000 and then divided by the rate 0.01. So Prakriti Goyal has given the answer 674,336. 674,336.62. Om is also given the answer. Om is correct. Krishnam is also correct. Anand, Gautam, Pavitra, Pratyush, Sundaram, Prayukta. Mindalika is getting wrong answer. Krishnam is correct. Aisha is getting wrong answer. Venkat Lakshmi is giving wrong answer. Mansi is correct. Kushal is correct. Yes. Saloni is given correct. Rohani, Mehak is wrong. Okay. So final answer is 6,74,336.62. So in this way, you can easily calculate the future value. Okay. So till here, you have to revise all the concept, and in the next class, we will be finishing this topic, that is time value of money. So that will be our third session of this chapter. So the final session will be on 6th of July. That is day after tomorrow. Okay. So till then, bye everyone. Take care and see you soon.